So this book right here, nearly 3,000 people wrote it. How is that even possible? Well, there's a lot to unravel with this one, which I'm happy to explain, because this book right here is one of my best creations. Hi, my name is Ethan's Books, and this right here is a book I wrote with the help of 3,000 people. It's called The Harvest of Evil. Wonderful cover, if I do say so myself. I love the coloring. I really feel like it holds true to the heart of the story. Now, there's also this massive blade here, which is a scythe, and these two floating islands here, and these are really important because...
Hey, don't talk about that yet. We need to get back to explaining the part where 3,000 people wrote a book.
Oh my goodness, this guy, I mean, he has a point though. I need to address how this was written, because this is probably the craziest thing that has ever happened to my channel. And not just that, I have some big announcements for it. But to start things off, it all began on November 22nd, 2025. It was a dark and stormy no, it wasn't. It was early in the morning, like 2 a.m. type of early. And at that time, a crazy idea struck me. I wanted my community to write a book. Now this may seem kind of strange, but it falls in line with what I like to do on this channel. I love asking you guys questions and seeing your responses. It never gets old. How I do this is through making polls on my community tab. I do these polls all the time, and sometimes I end up making videos out of them. I've made a good amount of videos like this from these polls, and most of them have to do with ranking books. So what if instead we wrote the book? So I posted this picture here and got to work making the polls I would ask my community.
That looks astoundingly awful.
Hey, I mean, I wasn't that good at making stuff like that a few months ago. Jeez, alright, I'm getting better. Now, my vision for this book was for it to be fantasy. Fantasy is a great genre to work with because it's fun, imaginative, and fairly flexible. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, okay, so my first poll went live, and the question was, where would this story take place? Underground caverns, established kingdoms, a sky archipelago, wild western lands? Okay, hear me out on the last one. A fantasy story with knights and dragons in the Wild West would be sick. Anyway, yeah, that one didn't win. The Sky Archipelago was the first winner and a big step for this book. But the next question was the most important one yet. Who would be the protagonist? Having a good main character who is the face of your book is extremely valuable. I wanted to take this very seriously. The main character will be the eyes and voice that the reader will experience the world and story through. This character is the heart of the story, and to an extent, the heart of the author. I really wanted the voters to make an imprint on this character, so this character could accurately resemble what the Ethan's Books community wanted. Between 4 options and 360 votes on this one, we got the protagonist of The Harvest of Evil, Jael. And Jael, well, she's a royal knight who wields a scythe. Now, this is thanks to my community, and it's a little funny. You guys gotta understand just the process of making this. One day, I didn't know if we were gonna have an elf, a dwarf, or a human as a protagonist, and then we got Jael. So then the next question was, is she going to be a maidservant? And if she is, who's she in service to? Or if she turns out to be a knight, why is she one? Okay, so turns out she's going to be a knight, and so she's a knight that uses a scythe? What knight uses a scythe? And this was just really fun. Bro, this was so much fun. Because every day during the process of making these polls, the lore was constantly changing in my head. It was unreal seeing everything change from one day to the next, slowly building a story. I felt like I was making a beautiful painting, but my arm had a mind of its own. After about a week of doing this, I had all the questions I needed answered. In my possession was a skeleton, the blueprints of my book. Now, here comes the part of the video where things take a serious and solemn tone. You see, writing is a lonely path one must travel to be successful, and it's a very isolating journey. Fat chance. Bro, I've had a team of 9 of us that have worked on this book, a dozen advanced readers, thousands of voters, tons of channel supporters, including my amazing channel members, and my mom. Dude, this book has been such a great experience to work with other people. My team who've been helping me bring this book to life are absolutely awesome people, and you, among other supporters on my channel, have really made this so much more enjoyable. So thank you. So the writing process was nice. The writing was difficult in some areas and fun in others. I listened to these 4 songs like 20 times in a row for some reason. And in the end, the Harvest of Evil was completed. Here's a quick synopsis. Jael is a knight and assassin who serves a respected kingdom nestled in an archipelago in the skies. She sets out on a mission to hunt down 2 slanderous adventurers, only to be met by an even greater and sinister challenge.
So now that the question about the 3,000 authors was answered, I think it's time to address the elephant in the library, or the worm in the book, as I would say.
How will this book be available to read? Don't worry, we got you covered. There's going to be 2 ways you can read it. And you know what? We're just going to go with the big news first. You ready? I am making a dramatized audiobook of The Harvest of Evil. Woo! Let's go! Yeah! So if you don't know what that means, a dramatized audiobook basically means we got voice actors and sound effects alongside the usual narration. In fact, you can meet the voice actors right now.
I'm Nightblood and I'm voicing Jael.
Hi there, I'm Quagsire for Smash, and I'll be voicing Bookworm in The Harvest of Evil.
I'm Hobbybox and I'm voicing Stormy.
I'm Tristan and I'm voicing Eleazar.
I'm Laser and I'm voicing for Apollos.
And I'll be the narrator. These people right here are like some of the coolest people ever, and I am hyped for their performance in this audiobook. Currently, my editor and I are working on the audiobook, and I'll post it here on YouTube as soon as we finish the edits. So make sure you subscribe because you do not want to miss this. Besides the audiobook, that being the first way you can read this, the second way is I have an official ebook. Dude, let's go. It just gets better and better. Okay, so maybe it's not official, but you can download it and read it and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, I have a page on a website called Gumroad where you can download the PDF of The Harvest of Evil. The book is at the affordable price range of $0, but you can actually donate any amount if you'd like. The link to this website will be in the description of the video, so please make sure you check that out. Also, if you want to drop a 5-star review on the book, I have it uploaded on the book tracking website / app, The Storygraph. I could try to get it on Goodreads, but it's a whole lot of work, and I'm not really sure if it would turn out in the end, so I don't know if I'm going to deal with that. So anyway, that's all I have. Thank you so much for all the support. It really means a lot to me. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I really don't want you to miss this audiobook. You can also like and hype this video, and you can become a member of the channel. There's a lot of stuff you can do, but honestly, if you just stuck around to listen to the audiobook, I would be beyond grateful. That's it from me. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the audiobook. Peace.